Okay, so this is what you get when you order the kit. You get one of these, which is basically a multi-purpose adapter. It will take micro USBs, Samsung's, iPods, Nokia's, Sony Ericsson's. It's got them all displayed on the edge there. Basically, this cable here you can plug in at the bottom, and then you've got an output port on the bottom here, and you can plug it in, and it will transfer power from the pack to your device. So if you ever caught short with a low mobile, you'll be able to use that. But obviously that does mean you've got to carry those around with you. And also you get the USB charger. They're these funky flexible ones, you have to pull them right out and then back. Can be a little bit tricky at times, but you get used to them. And obviously that just plugs into the power, the bottom, and into your TV, laptop, computer, you know, your device of choice to charge it. And you get this little like velvety carry pouch. Not used it, but I'm sure that will come in handy. So the main piece is the actual pack itself. Now I've gone for the black. You can get them in blues, reds, pinks for the ladies, or Dave, Mr. Dawn, because it's not pink, it's fuchsia, remember. And you know, they're a stylish looking piece of kit. The internal battery is 1200 mAh, I believe, and it will charge up to 5 of the batteries before it runs flat. Okay, so what you get in, you just take the lid off, you just pull off the lid. You'll get 3 Cartomizers and a battery as well. Now the battery, just get it out, is they're 190 mAh. I get about 3 hours out of one tops, and to charge when you put it back in the pack, it takes about 1 hour and 45 minutes roughly to charge from flat. So it's not too bad, you know. You'll be able to run down another battery before, well, I can anyway, before you know, that'll be fully charged before I've run down the next battery. Now you also get 3 Cartomizers. These are actually coming in at 2.4 ohm, these Cartomizers. Now they are 510 threads, so you know, you can actually, when these ones die, you can use Bose, Kangas, or you can actually buy the Innokin ones again. Now I've been using these Cartomizers, these are the original 3, for a couple of weeks, and I'm quite surprised. They're still going, and the flavour's still good, and the vapour production that I'm getting off it is still good. That's flashing because it's telling me it's fully charged. So you know, they've been performing. Now to fill, you just pop off this end cap here. I'll just use this multi-purpose adapter, and it's just got the wool in there. Now all I do is do a couple of drops, turn it, couple of drops, turn it, and keep doing that slowly, and when I start getting juice coming out the bottom, it's full. That's the way I've been figuring out when they're full or not. And then you just pop it back on, blow out any spare juice that's in there, and then stick it back in. Now one thing I have noticed when this has been stood, I'll get a little bit of juice. It looks more than what it actually is. I just wipe it off with a bit of tissue, and you're good to go. It doesn't leak down any other part of the pack, it actually just stays on the inside. So it's not really an issue, it just means you've got to wipe it off. Now, I did buy a spare battery, so I'm obviously using this one. When this one runs out, I take this one out, plonk it in, it'll start to charge. Now, the lights on the front, when it's charging, you'll see the middle light there is illuminated, and that'll go out obviously when it's fully charged. Now, to keep tabs on how much charge is left in the pack, there's a display button on the bottom here. If you push that, you'll see the left hand light will glow up green. That's telling you it's basically fully charged, the internal battery in the pack. Amber, half charge, red, getting low. And the light on the right, which isn't illuminated, will be on when you plug in your power pack to charge the main pack, or your USB charger, should I say, to charge the main pack, and that will go out when the pack is fully charged. Off the top of my head, I didn't time it very well, but I think it takes in between 5 to 6 hours to charge the full pack, and you'll get 5 full battery charges out of the main pack before it runs out of juice. So you're good for a day, you know, while you're out and about. So that is basically what you get, and a bit of a closer look. So let's go and have a look at how it performs. Okay, so that was a bit of a close-up look at the AIO PCC kit. Now, as always, when I go into a close-up shot, I always forget to mention something. Now, on the bottom, there's an on-off switch. Now, I never turn this off, and that's for a couple of reasons. I've heard reports that this switch is known to become faulty with use. I've not had any issues with it yet, but the main reason I don't turn it off is because a couple of times I've forgotten to turn it back on when I've put a battery in for charge. Now, I don't see an issue with it. Now, I may be wrong in saying this, but I know the kit goes into standby mode when the battery inside is fully charged, so it does sort of like shut down. If I'm wrong in that, someone please obviously correct me, and obviously I'd stop doing it. But that's what I forgot to mention in the close-up. Now, here's a fully assembled E6. Let's give it a go. Now, for those of us watching, or for those of you that are watching this, that have used bigger battery mods, you know, your variable voltage and just your general big mods, these are not going to be up to par with it in flavour, throat and the amount of vapour that comes out. And myself included, you know, I use those mods. But for what this is, you know, which is like a starter kit, getting somebody into E6, it's a fantastic piece of kit. The juice in here is one that I use a lot, and the flavour is nice. It's not as nice as being in the mods, in like the Preveri for instance, but it's still a nice flavour. I still get good amount of vapour, as you saw, and the throat tip, I still get a throat tip from it. So overall, as a kit, for £40, obviously that's without a spare battery, you know, it's another £9 I think for a battery, so call it £50 delivered. Fantastic. And when these Cartomizers run out, or, you know, die basically, you can stick Bosch Cartomizers on them, Kangas, as I said, as well as the Innokins. So you're going to get, you know, about £1.25 each, and I've had these a couple of weeks and they're still going strong. So that's it for me, you know. A fantastic piece of kit. It goes everywhere with me. It has done since the day it arrived. Granted, I take my Preveri with me as well, but I'm actually using this more than the Preveri because it's nice to have in between the fingers and you're tapping away on the keyboard at work. All round, really, really good piece of kit. Okay, so that's the AIO PCC kit, the Innokin AIO PCC kit. If you're looking for a cigarette kit, I would recommend giving these a go. Okay, thanks very much, and we'll go back to the studio.